guys, welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel and Reading Out Loud Book Club. You are always welcome here at my channel. My name is Keionna and today I'm bringing you guys my August TBR pile. I anticipated to film this video a lot sooner, but August has only just begun nonetheless. And I hope to have this video up and edited as soon as possible. This is going to be a very modest TBR pile, as most of my TBR piles are quite modest. I honestly just really like to savor what I'm reading and take my time, but I also want to make sure that I'm going to reach my Goodreads goal of a total of 30 books this year, and I'm already halfway there and we are already past the halfway mark. But the way that I've mapped out the rest of my reading year, I'm confident that I will be able to reach my goal or be just shy of it. I'm quite optimistic about my reading year in 2020. I want to keep it challenging but yet reasonable and manageable for me. The books in this TBR pile are going to be introduced in the order that I will be reading them because I am in 2 read-alongs this month. The first book in my TBR pile is actually my current read, which is The Diviners by Libba Bray, and I'll be reading this for the Diviners read-along alongside our hostesses, Mel to the Any, It's Jane Lindsay, Hello Madeline, and Chelsea Darling. The chapter breakdown for this book began the first week in August, so this is the first book that I'm reading this month. I'm so happy that I found this read along. I'm so happy to be participating in it because for the past 2 years of me being on BookTube, I've always wanted to get into some spooky reads around the Halloween season in October and even just the fall season in general. So I think it's great that there is a read along that I can finally participate in alongside other booktubers. So overall, I'm really excited for the remainder of my reading year. This book is a paranormal fiction YA novel that is set in 1920s New York that follows Evie, who is forced to move to New York with her Uncle Will, who is obsessed with some occult. And our main character Evie has a supernatural power that will help her catch a serial killer. All the while, there are multiple narratives that unfold throughout this book. So there are multiple narratives that all connect somehow, but with different perspectives. I was really interested to get into this book mainly because of the era that it takes place in. I think the 1920s was such a cool period, and I love reading books set in the 1920s. So I'm really interested to see how well this historical world was built into reality. I've heard really good things about this book, so I'm thinking that it's going to be a 5 out of 5 star read because I'm pretty generous with my ratings. But aside from all of that, I'm definitely prepared to be spooked this season. I'll be reading Ironside by Holly Black beginning August 12th to August 16th for FaerieAThon. This is the final book in the modern fairy tale series, and I really like Tithe and Valiant already, so if I like Ironside just as much, it might get a 5 out of 5 star rating for me. This trilogy is really interesting because the second book, Valiant, doesn't really follow the first book, Tithe, precisely. It kind of has a completely different storyline and there's some parts that connect to it, but Ironside seems to really pick back up where the first book left off. It's about a quest that our main character Kay was sent on by the new Unseelie King Royben, whom she's declared that she loves, but she cannot see him until she succeeds. So I'll be happy to get back into this trilogy right after I finish The Diviners. Moving along, after I read Ironside, I won't be obligated by any read-alongs for the remainder of this month. So I'll have a bit of extra free time to get into some other books of my choice, and I choose to read Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I just really want to get into this series already. I'm seeing so many people read it and I'm hearing nothing but good things about it. So I think that this is going to be a 5 out of 5 star read. I personally really like fantasy novels. I think fantasy is another favorite genre of mine. But just to confirm, I'm going to read Six of Crows to see what's good with that 5 out of 5 stars. And following Six of Crows, I really want to read Cricket Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo because it only makes sense to read this book after you read Six of Crows. And I hope that I can get to this book before this year is over in time for a new reading wrap-up. Those are all the books I anticipate to read this month. Fingers crossed that I get to read all of them within this month. Also, I promise to get these videos up a lot sooner or ahead of time, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you made it so far, please let me know if you liked it by giving me a thumbs up and leave me comments in the comment section of the books that you guys are going to be reading this month. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow my social media pages. I will leave the links in the description bar below, so check that out. Once again, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.